then I'm also living around and people that I still have to work or live my life amongst,
all these people that are not.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to put myself. I'm trying to say it in a more finesse.
Yeah. I get you. I get you. So now let's talk about people. Now you get I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to I'm putting myself grow as priority. And like you said, when you become enlightened about, on, self growth, and that's on spirituality and different levels. And you know that not everybody around you are as enlightened as you are or are working through that part. Because regardless of how you want to put it, it's the truth. Nobody or most people around you are not likely to see things the way you see things. And that's very sure. So now, how do you deal with the kind of energy and, vibe you get from people that, are not really working towards your part on self-growth or not seeing things the way you see things on self-growth?
I mean, being grateful. I'm grateful that I'm in a position where I have I have the influence to make change. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just I don't want your audience to be misunderstood that I feel like I'm more enlightened. No. I think we should say I'm in a smaller town. Mm-hmm. I live in a small town, and I have. I grew up in America. I've been around the world. I see the similarities in small towns. I see what has been going on in the West, and now I am here in Africa, and now I have a completely new perspective, with a world agenda that is not seen inside this small town. I see something, I've seen something, and I see something now that is not clear. And it's intentionally unclear to them. So it's not that I'm just, Jesus walking on water or Moses in the desert. No, I'm just, you see, as I said, it's a gift and a curse to see. Let's not use the word enlightened. That sounds, I have seen things that, it's, just like you have some people here that are so connected here in this small town, that are so connected to the universe that they can see things in their dreams past me. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's something too, so I'm not here to say that, but what was the question?
Like, how do you deal with energies, like people, because, like you just said, you've seen things, you've been around the world, and although in this town, like some things are not understood and they're intentionally not understood. You get, like, how do you deal with these people, and especially when you have to work with them on a daily basis?
Okay, yes. And by the way, no, I intentionally, it's being intentionally unclear to them. This is by design that the truth is not being revealed. Okay. If you ask them, their truth is that all of this suffering and and oppression is coming from their own kind, their own presidents and soldiers and things. Yeah, but they're really just puppets. So moving forward, the way I deal with it is by being grateful for the position that I'm in. And this position, by the way, is I'm a proprietor at a primary and secondary school, and it's every day is a blessing. Every day is a blessing.
Wow!
Because of not only the position, but also the advantage of being in a small town, because they're less exposed to the crap that's outside. You see? So now the only job is to get them to love themselves, to not be interested in that crap. Because let's say I had this blessed position in a big city like Lagos, largest city in Africa, right? Where you cannot escape. You can live under a rock in Lagos and you will still, be influenced heavily by the nonsense and distractions and crap and everything like that.
Yeah.
So that would even be a more challenging task for me.
Yeah.
Whereas here, all I got to do is get them to love themselves.
Yeah.
Once they love themselves more than anything, because guess what? It is a fact that they should love themselves.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than them in the first place. I mean, growing up in America, you will see, and I'm not racist. I don't have anything against racists. I'm not anti anything, but I am definitely pro-African. And because Africans have they have the most, they have the highest issues. Let's say highest poverty, highest broken homes, highest incarcerations all over the world. So they have the biggest problems. Yeah. Right. And yes, I happen to be African, so I am choosing the side of Africa. Yeah. Yeah. So this is something I see. Like I said, to have seen is like a gift and a curse. When I'm in America and I see the Caucasian race, they're trying. All you see is that yes, they're trying to have shape like black, like say the women, for instance. They want to be shaped like a black woman. And this is not me talking. You can see for yourself. All over the place. And a lot of things is they're trying to be like you, while at the same time trying to make you believe that you're inferior. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is just the physical aspect. This is just what you see. This is just what you see when you see, Caucasians have, they're getting butt implants. That means they're trying to make their butts bigger. Yeah. With surgery. They're getting fuller lip implants. All of this to try to be something they're not, but they know exactly what they're doing. Okay, and this is just what you see with your naked eyes. But if you go deeper than that, they're trying to be like you in all other aspects as well as spirituality. That's why they have this thing like yoga and all of these things, because these are things that black people can connect to naturally. Where they have to practice, meditate for hours to get to that level that you have naturally. We are the children of the sun. This is my belief. We are brown because we are from the soil. Yeah. I hope you understand.
I get that.
That's just the truth.
I get that.
So let's just take things in perspective. And this is what I'm grateful for, because I'm in that position to share this, not all at once, but
it's possible as much as possible.
But not all at once. It's a day-to-day thing.
Yeah.
You get them to love themselves really, not by sharing all this truth that I'm sharing now, but just by making them value integrity. Yeah. Value that first. As I said, if you go back to all those, get rich books and all of these things, if they're written correctly, like most of them actually are, they say, don't chase money. Do not chase money. There are steps that and these are steps of integrity, in fact. So that's my take on enlightenment and how I'm facing. But actually, it's depressing sometimes. Yeah, it's hard to just go out in the world and just talk about nonsense with 99% of people. That's why I feel hard. But I'm grateful that I have a place I can go and share.
That's good. Thank you so much. And I also want to talk about forced relationship. That's on friendship. Different kind of relationship. Let's say I'm trying to grow, and I'm working on myself growth, and I love somebody, I love somebody, and even though that relationship is kind of toxic, but because I love that person and I believe that there's a little part of them that loves me too, how do I work on that whilst I'm trying to work on myself, bro? Is it necessary for me? Is it necessary for me to walk away from toxic relationship, or is there a chance that I can keep trying and it'll work out?
You can keep trying. If you keep trying, you're just gonna keep making it hard on yourself. Which, you know, I'm grateful for all my struggles. If you choose to struggle for 10 years, you know, then God bless you. But the wise decision is to know what comes first. And that's yourself.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I come as many people as I'm responsible for. There's nobody that comes before me. Nobody.
Self-love. Very important.
Self-love. And when you get to the point where I'm at right now, or as I feel like it's bigger than me.
Yeah.
When it's bigger than me, I have to take care of me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Put you first.
I don't see anybody. I have to take care of myself.
Yeah. In
order to be productive. And if you're in a relationship, I think it's the same. I don't know if you're a male or a female, but if you're in a relationship as a female, and you know, if you're answering all your questions already with a question like saying, "What if I'm in a toxic relationship?" You know, then you need to just do that means you need to find out if you do love yourself.
Yeah. Run a recheck on yourself.
Yeah. You might not love yourself like you think you do. You might not.
That's very true. That's very true. All right. So, at what age bracket do you think in this our modern world tend to go astray from self-growth? They do not really see the importance or the appreciation of self-growth. What age bracket?
I think that any age bracket where they have serious transformations, like from puberty, that's a big transformation. You know, anybody that goes through puberty, 3 years later, they look totally different. They're acting totally different. So I think through those transformations, like you can take directions that are astray or straight. You know, that's the time of changes. You know, and I think it's hard to say with age, because age is just it's more of experience. You know, it's more of experiences. You know, I mean, as we spoke a little bit earlier, and I was saying that in America, the teenagers there, although they follow rules very well because it's knocked into their head when they're small, right? And they just know expectations wise, but they're less mature than the teenagers here, the girls especially. And that's just because, you know, compared to here, Americans are living in la la land as children. You see, it's not until they really get as adults that they become slaves to the system. That's all. They're slaves to the system. You know, they buy houses. They think they buy houses and they're paying 30 years. My father has just finished paying like 3 years ago for his house that I also lived in from a teenager. But they said he's buying a house, but he's still
paying.
Yeah, it's a mortgage. They say that's buying a house over there. You know, you can rent a house. All right, that's when you rent 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and then you can go. But when you buy a house in America, you're still paying every month.
What?
Exactly. You're still paying every month. They put you on a 30-year something where the first maybe 10 years you're just paying the interest. And then, yes, after some time, a long time, 30 years. So then it's finally your house.